Yeah, it's gonna be blue skies for you and I. While my heart beats slow as the storm carries on up high, and the clouds roll by.
Hello YouTube, this is Fairy Tail Chapter 529 review. It's been a long time since I reviewed a Fairy Tail chapter. I believe it's been since 2016, but let's get right into this chapter review. So, I really did enjoy this chapter. It brought back the hype for Fairy Tail for me because I've been really disappointed in Fairy Tail ever since the fight between Urza and Aline, which I've enjoyed the chapters after that fight, but this chapter really brought back the hype for me. And the reason why is because we see Anna Heartfilia, and I know we saw her last chapter, and like most people, like everybody knew who it was, and people were making jokes like, oh, who's the mysterious character? But we all knew that it was Anna Heartfilia, or at least I hope we all knew. But the general picture is that she's in this chapter, and we're like, why? We want an explanation. Well, we got the explanation, and I like it. I didn't think of this. I'm sure a lot of people, maybe there was a theory video out on YouTube about it, and I just didn't know about it. But she came with the dragons and the dragon slayers when they went into the future, when they were in the timeline 400 years ago from the timeline that the story is at now. And we didn't, or I didn't think that Anna Heartfilia went with them, but now that I've read this chapter, it all makes sense. How she's like, well, you needed a caretaker, because, I mean, if we're going to be completely honest, dragons taking care of little kids, now that's what we thought previously had happened, that the dragons, like, took care of them, taught them the language they speak, and how to act properly, which, I mean, Natsu didn't really know how to act properly when he was little, but you get the picture that they taught them these things. But on really what happened was, yeah, they taught him magic, and I'm sure they taught him some cool things and taught him things about life, but Anna Heartfilia was the one who taught him how to speak, and she probably taught him more than just how to speak. She probably taught them how to, you know, conduct themselves as people. Now, I'm sure the dragons taught a lot more, but Anna Heartfilia, you know, was there to, you know, keep them in line. And when they went into the future, we know that they got split up, and it took her 5 years to figure out where they were. Now, I'm not going to recap the chapter, but that was 5 years, and, you know, anything that could have happened in those 5 years, they could have died or something, but no, she realizes that, hey, they found somewhere to go, so she's not going to talk to him at the moment, which I thought, you know, alright, that's pretty cool, but kind of bad at the same time. You need to go talk to him, but she didn't. Now, that was probably, like, my favorite part of this chapter, and it's, like, one of my favorite parts of Fairy Tail in general is just the story and how the story conducts itself. I really do enjoy when they talk about the past, the dragons, the dragon slayers, Zeref, his history. I really want to know Acnologia's history. Like, I know we know that he killed so many dragons, that he became a dragon himself, but I really want to know Acnologia's full backstory, and we've seen the backstory of all the dragon slayers, even Aline. I enjoyed Aline's backstory for the most part. Now, the fight, different story, backstory, great, loved it, and just reading all these stories, backstories, it's really what brings Fairy Tail's hype to me. That's just me personally. I'm sure a lot of other people really do enjoy the story, and hey, if you enjoy the fights, it's great. I do enjoy some fights, but for the most part, the fights, they're mediocre, or they can be great, but they can suck so much sometimes. But I really do love the story of Fairy Tail, and that's what this chapter just brought to my mind, is how the story can be so good sometimes, but then Hiro Mashima can just screw everything up. But like I've said, for the most part, this chapter was really good. Honestly, I don't know why Acnologia has not destroyed Christina yet, because, you know, Acnologia is a freaking dragon. All he has to do is, like, do one of his attacks, and he can take down that ship. So, that's what's confusing me. I guess, you know, Hiro Mashima is just stalling time there. But overall, this is a pretty good chapter. Really do enjoy it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I really did enjoy this chapter. Now, Wendy was so confused, but then she's like, wait, I know who you are. And then, like, Jalal and Urza and everyone else in the ship's like, wait, what's going on? So, like, this chapter is just really great. I really hope that you guys enjoy the chapter as much as I did. Tell me what you think of the chapter in the comments below. Make sure to leave me a like on this video. I really appreciate that. And yeah, just have an overall nice day. Subscribe for more content, guys. Also, I am back. Not gonna make I'm back video, but you know, I'm back. Anyways, peace out.
Drop it.